points in the game.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Coming out aggressively. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receiver, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Looking to throw on third. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Man, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Miller. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
With the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to barrel in. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Sends it back in motion. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Quarterback moving. That's caught. It's Jordan.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to him.
And the diving catch down the right side. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Sanders. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Now adjusting. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass. This one's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going for 6. Touchdown, USC! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for you.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Here we go. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
42, Spider.
Back to throw, it's Sayed. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Jordan. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Gets it out fast. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
29 Philly.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Off play action on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lemon. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He wants to change this route. Out of the gun to give to the back. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the
football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Motion from the wideout. Now they'll try the right side. Picks up the first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Using his legs to buy some time. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lane. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Motion from the back. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Fires to the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Smashes through the tackle. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your pull.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the option. The offense coughs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they turn it into a defensive score. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Mayava. That's reeled in, it's Sanders. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
Man, I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Try and play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Lemon. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Makes the catch. It's Lane. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the grab, it's Sanders. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. He's got it on the move. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Back to throw. It's Mayava. Skips away from pressure. The throw. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down.
With that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
And now they're going to go for 2 and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA